Hey guys, to my channel. Hope everyone is having an amazing Tuesday. Like always, I know I am. Before we begin today's topic, we're talking about Keke Palmer's baby daddy and how much I really dislike that fool. And I don't understand how gaslighters don't realize that other people see their gaslight, but that's a story for today. Okay. So before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Like it on your way in. I know I started a little late, a little early, but I'm gonna give a second for people to come up in here. Hold on, let me set it up. Okay. As always, don't forget to like this video. Like it now. Just like it now while we're waiting because you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Side note. Okay. So please follow. Good. Please follow. Please subscribe. Um, don't forget to go on my website, jovibeauty.com, where I have my bonnets there. I will also be bringing a lot more merch to you in the the next couple of months, next couple of weeks, actually. So stay tuned for that. What else? What else? What else? Thank you for everybody who has been supporting the channel, watching the videos. I really love you, especially our replay gang, the people who watch this on the backside when they get off of work or whatever. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And put a little bit of lotion on. And yeah. So I'm gonna rub this lotion into my hands, okay? And then we're gonna drop this intro because this story, I feel so bad for Keke because this story gonna keep on giving for at least I was gonna say 18 years. This story gonna keep going for as long as going is going. Okay, today is spotlight and a warning to all women who see the potential of the insanity and think that they can change them, think that they can fix them, think that, well, he ain't that bad. He's good sometimes. You're going to learn something today. We are all going to learn something today. I ain't no better. I've been in this situation before. So listen, me and my homegirl was going deep off this conversation. Like, girl, who he remind you of? Child, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this intro. I got my tablet out today. Okay, I got my tablet. I forgot I had a tablet. So I got my tablet out so I can, and we're going to read off what, we're not even calling him by his name, what Keke Palmer, baby daddy, has been having to say, because he has a lot of shit to say. He needs so much attention, him and his busted ass brother. But okay, guys, so before we even begin, the real gag of it all is that I went to retrieve my tablet, and look what this child has made my screensaver. Have y'all seen what this little girl made my screen? Why? Who told her to change my screensaver on my tablet? What's wrong with these children? Anywho, still love my baby, but they crazy. Anywho, like I said, hope everyone is doing, not right now. Hope everyone is doing amazing today. So let's read. Darius writes, he was going on a little tantrum, child. How do I screenshotted it in a weird direction. Don't ask me questions. When I tell you that they make men go through hoops when it comes to seeing their own kids, then they have the audacity to throw the fatherless home statistics at our face, let alone make you feel honored to get any type of time with your own child. This is the same man who ran up in her house to beat her up and tried to use their child against them. Child, we ain't done. It's a lot. I got 5 screenshots here. He said, I feel for the dads that gave up when it came to custody. It's mentally, emotionally, and physically draining. You'll lose yourself. My spirit is too strong to give up, but I totally understand. I have pondered it. Thank God I have an amazing circle. Thank God you were still invested in trying to destroy Keke's life and you're just using your kid to do it. But okay. Too many dads have given these Jezebels a voice and platform to call the shots. Now, Keke Palmer's a Jezebel, I guess. A lot of weak men. I was once a weak man. You spend your life being miserable as a weak man, looking for approval that you'll never get. This is that I'm an alpha man talk. He probably got Andrew Tate on speed dial. Not looking for sympathy either. So why are you telling us this? Trust me, I've seen enough of society to not want anyone else's approval. I actually gotta learn to love y'all. Oops. And for those that expect me to ever speak on anything, that's for my family private matters. Yes, it's still my family. I share a soul with this person. You can do your own research and make your own judgment. Man, sir, male species. I'm going to do them like they do when they say females. Male species. You made tirades about this girl in a couple of hours. Not even. But I'm not speaking on my family. So who the hell are you speaking on? The delusion of it all for me just be overwhelming, child. Let me see the last one. For those who don't have kids, and this is something that I will emphasize to my son. Oh, he want to make his son a miserable motherfucker like him. Okay. Wait till marriage and make sure God is the center of your relationship. There's a rule book that's been given to us thousands of years ago. Best to follow it because everything else leads to chaos. Child, Jesus. So he tried to tell us that he is trying to raise his son to be as dysfunctional, abusive, and delusional as he is. And it's because the Bible tells me so. I am completely... Am I shocked? No, I'm not shocked. The reality is a douchebag like this shows you parts of his douchebagness. No, they do not come out full blown like this in the beginning. But girls, ladies, when they start talking this foolishness and all how God anointed and I'm a man and listen, the I'm a man, listen to me rhetoric ain't even cool when he got it like that. Okay? The I'm a man, listen to me. I'm a man. You should listen to me. Ain't even cool when he is doing manly things. It is 10 times the red flag when his ass is sitting up and living off your fucking dime. Me and my homegirl was talking and she sent it to me. She was so enraged, child. And she was like, the audacity. This is the same, again, and you see little pieces and little parts. This is the same man that showed up. Remember when Keke was in that leopard bodysuit looking all Keke-ish and they just had that baby and they were at some movie or some premiere of something. And this man showed up in the background carrying the baby, not even looking like y'all was on me yesterday when I didn't officially know who Victoria Monet was. I know her songs. I've listened to them. I got them on my Spotify. But peep how Victoria Monet, husband, father of her child, I don't know. Peep how he was at the Grammys on Sunday. When she was being interviewed, there is a part where she is being interviewed and they're asking her a question. I don't even remember the question. It doesn't even matter. But you see the baby is a little aggravated because who are these lights? Who are these people? I'm a baby. I don't want no parts of this normal shit. You see him in the back, suited and booted, looking well, I don't know what he does, who he is. I don't care. But looking presentable to be at a function with his woman. Okay. And when the baby starts, getting before the baby even got to the point where she was fussy enough for us to hear her on camera, you saw him in the back with the baby, pulling out the little M&M container, giving the baby some M&Ms to keep her occupied, not stepping in the way, letting his woman shine. Letting her shine not be a definition of his value. Things like that are what should really be paid attention to. How other men even perceive things like that should be a precaution to you about how his mind works and how he thinks. I remember Darius showed up when I don't remember where they was going. Keke had her little pony, little leopard bodysuit, and this motherfucker was wearing, I believe it was like some sort of black jeans, not even slacks, black jeans, and like a black t-shirt that looked like he had it on for 2 days. Looked like it needed an abundance of softener. Look like you seen them Downy commercials when a dude was on a date and he's stretching his t-shirt and she's like, oh, you look comfortable. He looked very comfortable. AKA attempting to embarrass and belittle her and trying to check her for her accomplishments. She's a Jezebel because she has a life, because she is successful. And because he is not successful, he feels a way about it. You get these sort of men, even when they are successful. The Ryan Reynolds of it all. That's what me and my homegirl like to call it. The Ryan Reynolds of it all, right? But it is, like I said, it is 10 times worse. 10 times worse when he has nothing. Y'all keep talking about his personality. What? His personality, charm. He has a lot of time to be so fucking nice and fucking amazing in the beginning. Guess why? Because he's a bum and he has absolutely nothing to do. I remember I had this homegirl back in the day. I'm talking about back when we was like 21, and she used to date this guy, and I should tell her I've evolved a little since then. But I used to tell her men either pay attention or they pay for shoes. Like, I don't even know where I heard that from. Some men pay attention or they pay for shoes. It probably was from Sex and the City. I don't know. This is when I was 20. And she used to tell me about how charming her boyfriend was and all of this while, she was going to school and all of this shit. And he was always there to pick her up from the bus stop from work and shit. And, he always made food and all of this shit. He's so great to her. And one time she came off for work like an hour early, and the motherfucker she ain't call him or nothing. And he was sitting at the goddamn bus stop. And then the realization of, oh my God, he's literally sitting here at the bus stop waiting for me to come home. Any sort of advancements she made, or anybody that I know who is in these situations made, is met with anger and aggression and resentment. Okay, because all Keke Palmer baby daddy, because he has no name on my channel. Okay, all he can do is resent the hell out of her for not falling and folding and allowing life to knock her ass down. When life knocks some people down, especially men, and I've said this to y'all years ago, you should never deal with a man who needs you to pull him up. If he can't get up by himself, he ain't never gonna get up. And he gonna hate your fucking guts every time you are able to bounce back. Every time he can't pay his portion of the rent. And you're able to pull it off. Like, I got another homegirl who was in a situation like that. Rich and worked nowhere. Was on social fucking security. But somehow, even though this nigga worked full fucking time, she had to be accountable and responsible for these things. embarrassing, self-loathing you should feel if you work 40, 50 hours a week and can't even pay your rent and have to depend on your disabled fucking girlfriend to foot the fucking bill and handle shit like a man. No wonder they screaming, talking about, I'm a man, because everything in the behavior says other fucking wise. Everything in their definition of what the hell a man is supposed to be implies that the Dariuses of them all, that the whoever's of them all are not. And that's why they hate you. If they don't hate you now, they will grow to hate you. That's why they resent you, because the audacity of you, bitch, the audacity of you to be raised, because that's how us women are raised, right? Times get hard, we get the going. Times get shit. Ain't no faulting, because we got to make sure this roof is over our kid's head. We got to make sure when my kid come home from school, there's food for her to eat. We got to make sure all of that shit is fucking handled off gate. While he running around in her house, throwing her over couches, assaulting her, screaming about his baby, when he probably don't even know what his child ate last night. Even when they were on cool terms, or if his child even ate last night. The audacity to be talking shit to the women who were there when you pick up and choose to be a psycho and abuse them. And they say, no mas, I'm good on it. The audacity of Keke Palmer. And I'm going to say this. I say I got a donation. So I'm going to say this because I got a donation. I'll call that out in a few, but don't forget to donate to the channel because I'm going to get hit. Ain't 30 minutes yet. I'm going to say this anyway. The audacity of Keke Palmer to not get tossed between the washers and dryers like his daddy tossed his mama. The audacity of that bitch to think that she better than my mama and not take this ass whooping. The fucking nerve. Because the Bible tells me so. I said what I said. Be wary, ladies. Be wary. Be wary of the man that needs to you. Be wary of the man who is so caught up in everything that you're doing. Be wary of the man who you know when you see it and something great happens for you and he attempts to downplay it. Be wary of that man. Be wary of that man who feels a way about your accomplishments. You know who he is. You see it. Ain't no, oh, he's having a bad day. No, bitch. So your bad day now is gonna be his bad day forever. It's gonna be your bad lifetime. Especially if you have a baby for him, because he ain't gonna stop. You already see him talking about he want to train his son to be a bastard like he is. So now Keke gotta be the mother to some rat bastard ass nigga who knocking little girls between the washers and dryers because his daddy taught him so. And why again is she supposed to allow the dysfunction around her child? Why again? I thoroughly believe parents need both parents. I 100% believe that. But if one of the parents is toxic and destructive, if one of the parents is toxic and destructive and means no well and want to take out their animosity for the world against you out on your child and show your child and try to attempt to teach your child this fucking rat ass behavior or whatever form of rat ass behavior, I thoroughly believe that you should probably, for the betterment of your child, keep them away from them. All it will do is have your kid in therapy for the rest of their lives, trying to unpack what they learned when they were a baby, a toddler, a tween, or whatever. We already heard about him telling the baby in front of, it was in the court documents. Your mom's a I got the cash app. Your mom's a whore. Your mom's a bitch. We already heard that. What good is a father in a child's life or mother in a child's life if the parent is like that? Because you mad. Because you mad because she don't want you no more. Because that's really exactly what it is. That's what a lot of this shit is. You mad because you don't feel like a man, because you don't do man things according to what y'all rules of what a man is. You can't. You fold. If a man folds, you good on it. I've said that he either gonna stand or he gonna fold. And if he fold, you don't need him. He looking at you like, well, what we gonna do? Because with even all of that, he's still gonna hate your fucking guts for being able to fix the problem. Because the world told him he was supposed to fix it. And when shit hit the fan, he folded. When shit hit the fan, y'all niggas ain't have dinner. When shit hit the fan, your baby ain't have no more diapers. And he was looking at you like, well, I don't know. What we gonna do? Spread them out a little bit more. And you out here doing whatever, making it fucking work. Hate your guts. Can you blame him? The world told him that he was supposed to be something that he never worked hard, but never taught him how to fucking do it. Because half of these niggas is just a waste of space. Darius, a waste of space. Talk about his household and his family. Someone who can claim head of household can say that. You can't claim head of household just because a flip of a coin you were born with the peas. When a woman is taking care of every fucking thing. And you looking like, well, I don't know. When you spend your free time attempting to sabotage her, resenting her, mad at hell because, I could be acted too. Anywho, so that's my opinion of this whole situation. I've like the struggle for Keke Palmer is not going to be over for a few decades. Okay, at all. If I can give you any advice on the insanity and the craziness of men like this, it's cut your losses. That's how I see it. Cut your losses before they do even, before they do even more damage to your child, because they hate your child too. They're gonna resent your child. They're gonna hate your child. They're gonna take out everything that at one point you ain't even gonna deal with their bullshit. So they're gonna take out everything that they want to take out on you, on your fucking children. And they don't deserve that because we made the decision to have a baby with this dumbass. Anywho, I'm gonna get into these comments. I'm gonna drop the link. Okay. Y'all already know the vibes. Okay. I'm about to drop the link. I'm about to read this Cash App. Thank you so much I ain't see who donated yet, but thank you so much. Like I said, all donations are really, really appreciated. Hold on. Somebody. Hello, Infinite. Infinite sent me $5. She said, love you. Thank you so much, Infinite. It is thoroughly appreciated. Like I said, all donations are thoroughly appreciated. Thank y'all so much for everything. Thank you, really. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Y'all been sharing the hell out of my videos. Side note, my last week YouTube recap. No, I think I got it on Sunday. I don't remember. For last week, woo, y'all been liking, y'all been sharing, y'all been viewing. We are coming up. Our numbers are rising. Okay, consistency will get you every fucking week. Consistency and good content. Apparently, y'all like my content or whatever. So thank y'all so much. All right, I promise to stay consistent. I've been doing it for a month and a couple of days. What's today? The day ain't on the watch. I've been doing it for a month and a couple of days. I'm real proud of myself. Anywho, so I dropped the link. Let me get into these comments. Hold on. I gotta expand them. Yeah, girl, the brothers are unhinged. Child, and be wary of people and they fucked up upbringings. Okay, be wary of people who have mommy issue upbringings. Be wary because they will take that shit out on you. Be wary. You cannot help them. You cannot make it better. I know I've been there. Okay, you cannot make it better. You can't, ain't no fixing them. I don't care how old, and the older girls know what to do. The older women, we know what to do. We trying to tell your nieces, tell your fucking, I was about to say your nephews. If your nephews, you need to tell them, you tell them too. Tell your daughters, tell your sisters, tell everybody. You cannot fix him. Ain't no fixing nobody. Ain't no fixing nobody. They are who they are. They will give you decency for a little bit. So just to keep their claws in you. But everything else, and the longer you with them, the more you gonna see. And the harder it's going to be to one leave. And the longer you're going to have to waste time on their shit. Because the time you wasting on them is time you could be working on yourself or shit, even looking for somebody who's better. If that's what you're trying to do. Because why is he trying his hardest to gaslight the public? And Keke, like, sir, please put your phone down and accept the L you created for yourself. Sir. What's wrong with the L? Sir, accept it. Hey, DC, how are you? I hope the weather was well and wasn't too shaky. How you doing, sis? Hey, Eternal, how are you? Hold on, let me check something. Okay, let's check out. Just making sure I can see that if somebody was to click the link. Thank you so much, DC. She said she let everybody know I was live. Like, listen, I'm thinking Tuesdays and Thursdays, I might not come at noon. I gotta see. We gotta work it out. Certain days I got certain things to do. Y'all already know the vibes. Damn it. It's like my hand is greasy or some shit. Hold on. Oops. Okay, here we go. She said this nigga trash. Hood. It's like all over. This camera is jumping around. It's like my can. You know when you feel like you, because I put lotion on the beginning of this shit. That's why. That's exactly why. Hold on, E. I'm putting you on, but don't say nothing until I put the 2 stages on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Hey, Eternal.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
So what do you think about this whole Keke and her baby daddy situation?
Yeah, from what you said, when he's like, you got to jump through hoops to do this and you got to do that. It's like, yes, that's life. Especially when he created that situation for himself. You see, men like that, they've had it so easy, which is why he's probably stuck where he's stuck, and she knows how to jump through hoops to get the things that she needs.
Tell it.
Yeah, and when they have to do that, they lose their mind. Like, this is life, dude. Or even when they talk about women, oh, she, the stupid, or the government taking care of her, or she's doing this. I'm like, Do you know what these women have to go through to get what they have? Do you know when they go into these places, how many forms they got to fill out, how many phone calls they got to return, or if they have to take you for child support, how many months they got to follow up on this issue, the hoops they got to jump through to get what they got,
For
These
the
guys
little bullshit.
are bullshit. God forbid you got to go to court to fill out paperwork and wait and call back and wait again so you could see your son. That's stupid. If you love your son, that's nothing. This is what everybody does. That's life. Which is another reason why they don't go to school or try to attempt to do anything. When you're getting your degree,
It's too hard. It's too hard.
Yeah, it's too
hard.
I don't want to work for them. They spoke to me how they shouldn't have spoke to me like that. I don't like nobody telling me what to do. Do you know how many times you got to email your professor? How many times you got to work on that grade, go back and forth, go to the counselor's office, maybe even repeat a course to get what you...
Girl, I took statistics 3 times.
I took it twice. They don't know anything. I mean, they don't want any static. They think life, which is why, I know you don't want other people. Cynthia G, they everything has been given to them. You get this badass chick, this Hollywood superstar, sitting up there, gracing the red carpet with her, got a baby, everything was easy.
Mm-hmm.
And you thought that's you took it for granted. You went and screwed up your beautiful life, and now, God forbid, you got to now put in a little bit of work to get.
God forbid you got to show up at a Zoom call court date. God forbid.
And make it on time, right? Because when they're dealing with women, they give you whatever excuse. But when they dealing in business in the real world, you got to show up on time. Other man, the judge don't want to hear your excuses. No one cares. It's God forbid, So he's disgusting. But what's really what really is shocking to me, or maybe that's not the word, is he hasn't learned. They don't learn anything.
They don't learn, girl.
Right.
I have not seen too many. I'm not gonna say I ain't seen no man. I'm not gonna say that, but I have not seen too many men actually learn from what they do. Maybe on their deathbed they recognize or maybe or like I said, deep down, I feel like they know.
They don't know. They don't want to change unless it's another man that, like, if they have a father to jack them up, be like, boy, like, this is what you do, or they're forced, or they hit rock bottom or something. But it just doesn't come to them that, hey, like, they don't reflect and say, I fucked up or whatever. And it's Priscilla. I know her topic is different from yours. It's almost they need governance. They need severe governance to be able to actualize as full men, because left on their own, they're just questioning stupidity.
Yeah.
Like, dude, everything that's transpired, you haven't rested in your bed and kind of did some kind of self-reflection. He's still complaining, as if he's entitled. I'm supposed to see my son. Yeah, but you screwed that up, Now you want to play hardball with Keke, go to court, put in your petition to do whatever, right?
Yeah.
Do it the right way. And you can't bullshit them like how you bullshit the women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem they have, and that's why they hate it. They be like, oh, you're not supposed to call no police on no brother, blah, blah. They beating you up, and black women are like, I don't want to call. No, call the police, because those are the people. They can't bullshit them.
And the gag is gonna be the same motherfuckers that will call the police on you.
Oh yeah, they want to see you fall. What he wanted was to see Keke fall or get humiliated, so he can laugh and be like, "Look at her."
Mm-hmm. I done brought her down. I done brought her down to my level. Like I used to say, they want to drag you to the pits of hell from which they reside. I
like it when you say that. Right. It's ridiculous, but your content is good. He's not reflecting, and he's not going to reflect unless But you know, like we're saying, other men aren't holding these men accountable on
Yeah.
social media. And that's why another thing is what Cat Williams, when they try to like get mad at him because they're not used to another black man like literally hold him accountable. Because
Yeah.
Cat, that's what literally what he did was expose their ass.
Yep.
You know,
And
so
hold their asses accountable for their behavior, and they didn't know what to do.
right, and that's the only people that can help these men is when other men hold them accountable, and it's not too many of them. They're just out here wild and thinking they're in time. I'm supposed to see my son. You were seeing your son.
You were.
He screwed it up. Yeah. So you're thinking about coming on in the evening. I kind of like the afternoon because I'm at work. Then I could just come
I
on.
know. I'm thinking like certain days, maybe the 3 days a week earlier. You know, I have certain things to do. You know, I can't always be here at noon, but I'm trying. Tomorrow I will definitely be here at noon. I'm
Okay.
trying
Yeah.
to balance it out to see what time of the day works better for the content.
Or whenever you want, you know, whenever you go live, because I get notification whenever you go live, we just pop on.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh, some girl sent me a message. She was like, "Oh my God, you're back in the algorithms." I was like, "Yeah."
I think because of the whole war, because I noticed, because that's why I haven't came on. You know, people were following that, but I think what they're doing now is suppressing our content and trying to distract us by giving us what we were used to seeing.
Yeah.
So, and I saw that some people I'll bounce off, but I noticed that that's what they were doing. It's like
I'm seeing a lot of people that I was like, I forgot I was subscribed to this person.
Yeah.
So it's coming. I'm working hard, girl. I'm trying.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for coming up, Eternal. I appreciate it every time you come up. Thank you for your support.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. All right, guys, y'all already know link is in the description. Hey, thank you so much like I said, for your donations, sis. Like I said, all donations are thoroughly appreciated. And smash that like button when you walk in. I don't care what platform you're watching me on. I'm streaming on Facebook, YouTube, of course, and on Twitter. X. That name is so ridiculous, but hey. Wholeheartedly. She said, yes, going through hoops to get what you want is a part of life, especially when you forfeited your rights. Listen, people have to go, people do, have to work, learn things, go through things. Like, it's just so, it's just too hard. Oh, I just can't just give up on every fucking thing. And, okay. That's why women are taking over the world and kicking ass, because I don't know what the hell it is in the patriarchy that really got them thinking they ain't really got to do shit, but still get the pat on the back for doing the bare fucking minimum. And not even that most of the times. Hey, Renee? Hey, Secret Garden. I shouldn't be. I can't do it. We already have a radio. I can't do it. She said he's changed, red pill men. The disturbing, disgusting. If they are watching that sort of content, pay attention, ladies. My homegirl told me this shit, and I was like, what? She told me she knew somebody, some dude at like her job or whatever, and he be, they were having discussions, and I had to like stop her real fast. Like, girl, why are you talking to him? Even in passing, why are you talking to him? And you like these females, like I'm just like, you don't have to have a conversation. You don't have to defend women. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to. When the first second you hear dude start talking about red pill tactics or be like, oh, I had a friend who one day told me, he ain't my friend no more, because I was just like, what? Known this nigga for like 20 years. But like, he said, I don't even tell you what the conversation was about. It was like really ridiculous. But then he was like, you need to listen to Kevin Samuels. I said, nigga, what did you say? This way he was still alive. I was like, what you say? You need to listen to Kevin Samuels because, and I was just like, you know what? No, thank you. Mute. I didn't want to be an asshole, so everybody else we knew, see, I blocked them, so I just muted his ass on. Like, no, you cannot. I just don't want to. She said, there's that management. And listen, on the first signs, like, I'm tired. You do not have to, like I said, don't even go into their comment sections trying to argue or trying to you cannot rationalize with crazy. Okay, I've said that. I said it once and I'll say it before. I'll say it again. You cannot rationalize with crazy. Okay, they are crazy and they are, and that's fine. And that's fine. Everybody in this world ain't sane. Everybody in this world ain't, and it's okay. But you know what you're not going to do? You are more likely to stretch yourself out, question your sanity and your mentality than to change their opinions of whatever the fuck they talking about. Let them go ahead and let them go ahead and be and think and whatever who they want to be. Let them go ahead and let their behavior walk their asses into loneliness and the old people home all by themselves. Let them do it. It is not your job. It is none of our jobs. And I know we've been programmed to. I sure know I was, listen, taking care of my brother, just taking care of dudes. No, let them do it. It is not your job. I don't care what your mama told you. I don't care what your grandmama told you. This ain't the 80s. This ain't the 70s. This ain't the 90s. You don't have to. Now we recognize, oh yeah, we don't mature faster than they do. They're just lazy bums. Wow. Eye-opener. Let's run these likes up. Let's run these likes up. Thank you so much. Hey, Bianca on Facebook. Shout out to Bianca on Facebook, y'all. Insanity. They will drive you mad. They will, listen, I've been there. I've done that. Like I told you, we was having a whole, I've been there. They will drive you crazy. And especially if you call yourself being empathetic or whatever. And listen, ain't nobody knocking whatever trauma, whatever bullshit that they went through. That's cool. But it ain't near day gotta be your job to fix it, to help them. You ain't helping them, you ain't fixing it. They need a therapist. And they don't want to do that. They want to unload their emotional baggage on your ass. Take it out on you. Because they don't know how to deal for whatever reason. I don't give a fuck. Because they don't know or want to know or willing to, like Eternal said, or nobody taught them to, how to be able to deal with their own shit, see themselves, be able to process what the fuck somebody did to them, what they did, like the reality of the situation be just completely lost on them. The refusal to acknowledge their behavior will happen forever. You ain't gonna have a rational conversation and make them realize the error of their ways. You ain't gonna be able to say it in a way, in a way that is finally gonna click with them, like it would if you was to speaking to your homegirl about some shit. You ain't gonna do that. It ain't your job. You ain't gonna do that. You gonna wear yourself out, wear yourself thin, wear your mental health down, your nervous system all fucked up. They're dying early behind they fucking asses. Just give you a whole stroke. Just wear your whole life away, worrying about this country bumpkin ass nigga or city slicker asshole or whoever. City slicker asshole. That was funny. No, Dusty. Just Dusty, baby. Just Dusty. It's Tori said, I was just typing a simpler statement in the comments section on video on Mark Daly and Martell Holt. Some parents aren't any good for their kids. Sad but true, cause more harm. They do. Your kid don't deserve that. Hold on, Yusuf, 1 second. Go ahead. Hey, Yusuf, how
Hello.
are you?
Hey, what's up, Jovi? How you doing, boo? What's
I'm
good to the
good.
drop-ins?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good as well. I had kind of a lazy day, but isn't it like full circle? It's like a full circle moment. Like I remember us talking about this like a couple months ago, and you had a panel. I came up, and I'm about to say the same thing now. And it's like he gets what he deserves. He deserves to suffer in pain, confusion, agony,
Yeah.
regret,
Mhm.
loneliness, bad luck for his bad choices.
Yeah.
The nerve of him to sit up there and pin such a disgusting tweet, when he ought to be trying to get help for himself, grow and be a man. And he can't learn from the dusty lineage he came from. He came from 3 generations of dust. His father was abusive towards his mother. His brother was allegedly abusive towards some other women. And it also was gaslighting Keke and all of this. And like I said then, it stands now. I told y'all he thought he hit a lick. He found somebody who he thought had low self-esteem. He was gonna hit him a darkie. They gonna be around. She gonna hang tight. She's strong.
Don't
She can take
worship
anything.
him.
She his punching bag, and I get it too. If the ladies is on Keke saying, look, you can't be fetishizing either. It's bad when the man fetishize you, but it's bad even worse when you fetishize him because you the
Very
problem.
true.
So
Yep.
that's like a sunken abyss. And it's just so sad, like how he really convinced himself that he deserves to be around and that he does, like he's a good man and he's being held down and all this when he literally abused that woman in that house around the kids. I think we saw video footage and still shots and all that of our beautiful Hollywood starlet Keke Palmer getting ragtagged around her own house. The
Mm-hmm.
nerve of him.
Yep.
Nobody cares, and he needs to be lonely and destitute until he figures out his life. And then if she don't have grace on him, I don't blame her. Because see, this is the thing. Oh, you're shaking the father out the home, but look what happened when they got you there. You on your own security footage, ragtagging her, and the
Yep.
baby somewhere. No, and then he threatened her when the baby in her hand. All the types of signs that show he did everything but killed the house pet, Jovi.
Yep. You're right.
And if she got to deal with that, you can only imagine the girls in the hood in different social classes of black women.
Ooh,
You know,
speak on it. You know
you
what
got
he putting them through. Yep.
women as dope as Keke everywhere in our lives and in our family. That's why we love Keke. It's because of the greatness that she represents and the beauty and the talent that we know that is in highly melanated women. So for
Mm-hmm.
him to sit there and think, and she, and I even heard her out her mouth, I wanted to cry on the inside. Oh, he's perfect. He's light skinned with good hair and all of that. And he's up there ragtagging you. So it's the
Yep.
dusty in him. And then isn't he a light skinned Panamanian?
Yeah.
Poor Jovi. She's embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed, but I learned early. I avoided. My mama always told me don't fuck with no Panamanian men. Don't fuck with no Panamanian men.
Girl,
I'm
don't
not
it prove
impressed
to
by the
you?
light skin and the curly hair. Keep that shit, who?
You see how it proves it. We ain't no different, child. We a boat stop away, child. We all just a little language or something or whatever our colonizer was, but we all just niggas, honey.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame. And he over there acting like that. And then people will try to separate him like he's something different and extra special and illuminated when it's the same issues in our community that we need to deal with. The same
Yeah.
type of dusty dad, same type of abuse he grew up around, same type of person he been, and using
Mm-hmm.
that as an excuse.
Yeah.
And then he's the one up there jealous about with Keke having fun, and she's a superstar and he's a D-list. And he's the one
Mm-hmm.
who used to have the most thirst traps on his Twitter. He used to have the thirst traps for the women and the gay boys, honey. He wanted everybody to click his lick. I mean, like his click or whatever. Honey.
Whatever.
But they need to go ahead. It don't matter if he dark skin, if he light skin, if he Panamanian, honey. He need to treat you right. And you
Yeah.
deserve the best of the best in the cream of the crop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody's going to do anything and be any type of colorist or any type of race thing like that, you need to be the blackest, bluest, better, and best. Because this the thing, people who target our race, they come for the most melanated people because they know that the power is there, and each
Yeah.
one of us can give birth to each other. You know, so many black women have given birth to light-skinned children, and so
Mm-hmm.
many light-skinned women have given birth to dark-skinned children, and vice versa. So, you know, for this to still keep going on, it's just disgusting. And then everyone has an affinity for whiteness. So it's just a lot of issues. Don't nobody got time to sit around with a dusty, deadbeat abuser in their
No.
mansion.
Nope. Not at all.
Well, that was all I had to
Even
say.
even in your 1 bedroom or studio apartment, you ain't got time for it, sis.
Period.
Period.
Dusty. You know, and don't think just because you, ooh, let me let it go, girl. You got it, honey. They need to get dragged. Period, because it's unacceptable, and we need some men up here to drag them. Because women can sit there and talk about how they need and deserve and want to be treated all day long. That's normal. Where's the men that coming up here and making sure and fostering this type of environment?
Very
Because
true.
by and large, too many of us is trash and walking around acting like we're somebody's treasure. When
Hmm.
all day long they talking about they're the prize, and he's another one thought he was the prize.
Yes, child. You
Child,
couldn't tell him and his dusty ass and his acne ridden ass. He wasn't the prize child. He was, I don't know what the, but it's fine. She's learned.
right.
She has learned. So
Well, keep
there's
keeping
that. And hopefully what she went through will teach at least 1 or 2 girls out here, or allow them to be able to see some signs and be able to avoid a situation like that for themselves. That's all we can hope for at this point.
and isn't she so strong? Because Keke Palmer is so resilient because she has, like, not like you just said, all of the kids. It's not just a couple, it's thousands, Jovi. It's
Yeah,
thousands of people who's looking up to Keke and who would take social cues from the way she maneuver.
you're very right.
And so that's a lot of responsibility on one woman too. When she came out with that, she did that. She didn't feel safe. That's not okay.
That's
And to
not
think her
okay.
own dad and all those threats that he made, he will make it true. And shout out to her mom, Mama Sharon, for ready to
Damn
bust a
right.
cap.
You know, mamas be ready to roll up and rag and tag. Shout out to the mamas who are rolling up.
Right. And he's lucky her dad's not here, or her brother, or her cousins, or some other black man who's a black woman lover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me drop down, honey, because yeah, I'm
All
starting to
right,
sweat.
then, stuff. It's good to see
All
you,
right.
boo.
Good to see you. Great content.
All right, thank you. Okay. Hey, meditate. Unmute, boo. It says it's muted, boo. So hit the unmute button.
Can
Okay,
you
there
hear
you
me?
go. Yes, we can.
Okay. So I have a different take on this.
Okay.
I'm not on Keke Palmer's side.
Okay.
I'm just not. I think she manifested this guy,
Mhm.
and you get what you ask for.
Okay.
So I don't have an issue with Darius. I think the information she submitted, as far as like not the recordings, but the still shot of Darius allegedly uh, verbally or excuse me, physically assaulting her, I don't
Mhm.
believe, because I
Okay.
don't have full access to the video. I don't
Okay.
believe he's as abusive as she's claiming that he is. I believe she was actually the one who initiated the abuse per the
Okay.
recordings, and her admitting that she has been abusive to previous boyfriends or previous people in her relationships in the past.
Okay.
I just don't feel sorry for her. And I guess my question is not necessarily to you, but generally, is why should we feel bad for Keke Palmer when this is exactly what she has asked for? She literally prayed for stuff, like she manifested stuff like this per her discussion with Steve Harvey, you know, and the stuff that
She manifested a bum ass nigga and got caught up with a bum ass nigga. So why we feel bad?
I don't
Okay,
I
I
don't
feel
think
you.
he's a
That's
bum.
like when Yusuf just said, um, Well, she was praising his light skin and curl. You
Yeah,
manifested the fuck shit.
yeah.
And here it is. And I guess lesson learned. So I agree, lesson learned. So
But I
hopefully,
wouldn't
it won't happen to anybody else.
Right, I don't necessarily think he's a bum ass nigga though.
No.
I I don't. I think well, they said or he said he's a trainer, right? Um, that's a job. I don't think
Okay.
he needs to be in a relationship. I think he is insecure
Mm-hmm.
because you don't get with a woman that has higher pay than you and think that you're the big shot and call all the shots. I think he's very insecure.
Okay.
And you definitely don't have a baby with a woman that you think is promiscuous. So he's at fault in that aspect. I don't think neither one of them are perfect, but I'm definitely not going to jump on the side of Keke Palmer, which I've seen a lot of women do. And I do think Keke Palmer does have some internalized colorism that she's dealing with, and maybe she
Mm-hmm.
needs to grapple with that. I doubt she ever will, because even when they were comparing her accolades to Zendaya's accolades, she shut it down. Was like, "I'm fine where I'm at." So I don't think she's ever going to face that internalized colorism. So I'm not on Keke Palmer's side. I'm not on Darius' side. They both made their bed, so they both should lie in it.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
respect your opinion and I appreciate you coming up and talking.
Well, no problem. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. Okay. So y'all, again, I'm trying to get down to the y'all know I like to try to get through my comments. It depends on how much comments y'all put up there, okay? So we're gonna try to get through these comments. I'm gonna drop the link one more time in case anybody else want to come up and give me their opinions. Please don't forget to like this channel, like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. Also, if you can donate to your girl, you see my cash up on the screen. Super chat, all that good shit is appreciated. I don't care if it's $1, $2, $5, 10, 20. Everything helps. I really appreciate all of you, ladies and guys. You about to get in here and go off.
No, I'm
Hello.
not. No, I'm not. I just wanted to say, you know,
Okay.
she got a right to feel that way, and women got a right to feel that way. But that is a dangerous woman right there for you as another woman. For a dude, I mean, it's cool. He can be shady, or that's how they chase. But when it come down to the sisterhood, that's not nobody. That's Tranquilla Robinson's and them's friends.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, shady. It'll never be me. You know, because you don't have to feel bad for her, but don't shelter him from accountability. Yeah, I just wanted to come up and say my comments. That's what. And the other one was, don't look for nobody to empathize with you either when you get trapped with an abusive Dusty. To that young lady, when you get trapped in a situation where you're gonna need the sisterhood to protect you, and then the women ain't gonna want to come around you and help you and be a sisterhood with you, and then don't say nothing. And yeah, so somebody might laugh at you. Not saying that you laughed at her, but people are worse than what you just said. Don't
Yeah.
ever think you the worst one out here. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was it. But girl, dangerous.
I know. You see me. I'm trying to be more professional. You said.
Me too. You're helping me. I'm feeding off of you. I didn't snap. We doing good.
We doing good. I ain't cussed nobody out all year.
Like the video.
Like the video. Thank you so much,
Period.
Yusuf. Oh my gosh. Eternal is back. Hey sis.
Hey, I agree with the guy that just called. Yeah, that woman is dangerous. And that's the kind of Priscilla says stay away from. So I agree with the last caller. That type of women, any friends or other females, she's gonna blame you for everything. That's what's called a male worshiper,
Yeah.
right? And for the fact that she's comparing to someone who I know, the value, the net worth is not, may not be true, but that's something we can kind of, it's like a gauge. He's worth
Yeah.
500,000. She's worth like 13 million or something like that. She's
Mm-hmm.
worth like 20, 30 or 30 times what he's worth. So yes, he is a bum as dude compared to Keke Palmer. You know, anybody can be a trainer, whatever that is. You know, that's just a name you give yourself. So yeah, that type of mind frame is very dangerous. And then saying when they compare her to Zendaya, what's wrong with saying she doesn't mind if Zendaya? Don't compare. So what is she supposed to say? Oh yes, Zendaya's getting ahead because she's such and such color. Then you'll say, oh, you see, she's worrying about colorism. Keke is confident in her skin. So how do you interpret that into her having skin issues? And okay, saying she called for it, Steve Harvey was trying to get her to date high, men that's worth more. I remember
Yeah.
that. He tried to set her up, right? But we
Mm-hmm.
all fell into that, right? She said, Steve, I did date guys like that, but they didn't always treat her good. So maybe now she tried to date someone that was, in a different tax bracket. But this goes to show you it's not that anybody can treat you any kind of way.
Yeah.
So, just because you're dating a light-skinned dude does not mean you worship light-skinnedness. People date dark-skinned dude and light-skinned dude or whatever. So whatever that girl called, whatever interpretation she put into this is psycho. That's psycho. I mean, so dark-skinned women are supposed to date light-skinned women because you automatically would think that she's with him because he's light-skinned. No, so yeah. I just explained it. Yeah. But I did blame her for that because I remember when it first came on and Steve Harvey was trying to get her to date within her tax bracket. And a lot of female YouTubers was like, this is why women, which is right, Black women date within your even the Bible said, your pool or your what is it? What do they call it?
Yoke. They
Yes, yoke,
yeah.
yes, because of this. So I do
Because
agree.
it's gonna, it might be some insecurity issues or whatever. Because men are men, women are women. But when you start adding money, males feeling insecure about themselves from money because they're lacking in money, that adds an extra layer of crazy on top of whatever else you're dealing with.
Yeah, Steve Harvey did try to give her the game, but she said she tried it. So maybe now she said, let me try not to make money an issue, which a lot of us women were getting at before. When you look for a man with money, they say you're a gold digger. Now women are trying to be more humble and say, okay, it doesn't matter how much he's making. Now they getting hammered on the head with it. But now it's like women just stay with your yoke just for security's sake. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that other girl, and I'm in my 40s, and that type of women, now in my 40s, any woman listening, any women that have that type of mindset, run for your life. Because if you out with her and something happened to you, she's gonna say it's your fault. She's not gonna say, oh, this sister, or she's not gonna be like, oh, let me help this woman. She's a male worshiper. So that's dangerous. And I'm glad that guy called in because we do need more male voices because sometimes women tune other women out. So yeah, I called to say that, and I'm glad he called first.
Me too.
Yeah.
I do agree, but like I said, I'm trying to
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
I'm trying to be less confrontational.
Girl, be like, I mean, yeah, you're right. You got to do what you got to do. But yeah, that's dangerous. Can you imagine?
You saw my face. I was just like,
What?
uh-huh.
She said, what did she say about the video?
About, the video was fake and
Yeah, it's
okay.
almost dumb. It's like these, and you see these dumb mindedness. They don't want to think, well, I don't believe anybody. It is what it is. I don't know anything. It's like God gave you a brain to think. Use your freaking brain. And if he's not wrong and she's not wrong, he's not right, then why the hell you calling in? It's like it doesn't make any sense. And how can a woman worth $13 million dealing with a man who's worth 500, anybody's worth, and this is how dumb.
That nigga worth $8,000 at
Girl, what is $500,000? He could be a regular dude working a job with a house worth $500,000 or somebody left for him. So that shows you how low class her mind is. And I'm sorry to call her that, but she needs to hear this. Like, girl, you need a lot of you're the one with low self-esteem. Well, thank you. That got me a little hot, but you know, I didn't mean to. But I'm just glad that God called in, because we need more male voices.
I agree. We appreciate you, Yusuf. He has a YouTube channel. Drop your YouTube channel in the comments, Yusuf, and y'all go follow Yusuf, because he be speaking the word. He's
Okay.
speaking the word.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are rounding up and we're about to end today's show. I appreciate you all for coming. I really love, even if I don't necessarily agree with everybody's comment, we know there's at least one person a day that I don't agree with their comments, but you know, I'm working on myself. But I still like to hear and comprehend people's thought processes, right? So like Eternal and Yusuf said, so you can be aware, so you can like peep game and start learning things and seeing things just from the people you around, like, you know, this is dangerous. You know. So I'm gonna get up out of here. And yeah, we'll see about later. I don't know, but I will definitely be back at noon tomorrow. I have no appointments or whatever, so I will be back here to see y'all tomorrow at noon. And as always, okay, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live. Wait, did I show y'all my earrings? Side note. Ew. Ew. My daughter stole my hoop, so I had to steal hers. Ew. Anyway, thank you for coming, and I'll see y'all next time.